Hello everyone. We have already started our exercise 2.2. We have completed our first 3 questions. So today we start with fourth one. Your fourth question of exercise 2.2 is 2 tan inverse half plus tan inverse 1 by 7 equal to tan inverse 31 by 17. Now you already know 2 tan inverse half. We have its formula. In previous class only we have discussed. What is 2 tan inverse x formula? Tan inverse 2x. I write it again. 2 tan inverse x equal to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. This is your formula. So we will apply here that formula. What is it? Tan inverse 2 into half upon 1 minus 1 by 4. So rest part is as it is. Now tan inverse 2 and 2 cancel. If you take 1 minus 1 by 4, it will be 3 by 4. So 1 upon 3 by 4. And on place of 1 upon 3 by 4, we can write 4 by 3 also. So we will write directly 4 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Okay, let's add it. Now what is the formula? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y upon 1 minus x into y. Okay, let's simplify it. Tan inverse 7 4s are 28 plus 3 upon 7 3s are 21 minus 4. What you get? This is 31 and this is 17. Main important thing, 2 tan inverse half. If you remember this formula, then you can solve it easily. Suppose you forgot this formula, then again you can solve this question. How can you solve? You can write 2 times tan inverse half and then tan inverse 1 by 7. This way we can write. Then what to do? First you combine these two. So tan inverse half plus half upon 1 minus half into half plus tan inverse 1 by 7 as it is. Now tan inverse half plus half is 1. This is 1 by 4. So definitely 4 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Now at this stage remaining part is same. We have converted into it. So if you remember formula, apply directly. If not, then you can solve by this our general method also. Now come to the fifth question. Fifth question is tan inverse under root 1 plus x square minus 1 upon x. And sixth question, tan inverse 1 upon under root x square minus 1. See, first 1 plus x square. So you have to apply a assumption in such a way that 1 plus x square is your formula. So if we take tan theta, 1 plus tan square is x square, we know it. So we can take assumption with tan theta. Under root 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Now what to do? 1 plus tan square is sec square. And if it is removed from root, it will be sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Now we cannot keep as it is because we want to reduce this format. So tan inverse sec is 1 upon cos and tan means sine upon cos. Now take LCM. So tan inverse 1 minus cos theta upon sine theta. Now we already know it. 1 minus cos is 2 sine square theta. And 1 sine theta means 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Now 2 cancel, 1 sine cancel. Remaining is tan inverse tan theta by 2. Tan inverse also cancel. Answer is theta by 2. And what is your theta? Theta is tan inverse x. So your answer is half of tan inverse x. And check. This is the simplest form. Similar way here also. here you have to take assumption in such a way that -1 will be formula. So let's take sec theta as an assumption, because sec square minus 1 is tan square. So tan inverse 1 upon under root sec square theta minus 1. So tan inverse 1 upon sec square minus 1 is tan square theta. Square and root will be removed, so 1 upon tan theta. But 1 upon tan is cot. So tan inverse we are getting cot theta. But here tan inverse means here also we require tan only. So what to do? Convert cot into tan, replace with pi by 2. Tan inverse cancel, answer will be pi by 2 minus theta. Now what is your theta? Theta is sec inverse x. So pi by 2 minus sec inverse x is your answer. Now check. In first question, fifth one, 1 plus x square is given, so we have taken assumption tan. Here x square minus 1 is given, means we have taken assumption cosec. Now the question arises that 1 plus cot square also cosec square, so you can take that formula also and you get in that format's answer. Doesn't matter, because both the formula will be valid. Similar way here also x square minus 1 we have taken cosec, sec, but you can choose cosec also, cosec square minus 1 also cot square. So you can apply any one of it, which one is convenient for you. But we are generally taking with tan only, so I have chosen that formula. Now let's come to the 7th question. Tan inverse 1 minus cos x upon 1 plus cos x with root, and interval is given 0 to pi. Okay, first of all this thing we know, 1 minus cos upon 1 plus cos is tan square theta by 2 is formula. But if you forgot, then again we have one more formula to remember. 1 minus cos is 2 sin square theta by 2. So 2 sin square x by 2. Similarly 1 plus cos is 2 cos square x by 2. Okay, 2 cancel, square and root cancel. So tan inverse sin upon cos is tan, tan x by 2, tan inverse cancel, answer is x by 2. Now here you check the quadrant, 0 less than x less than pi. So 0 to pi by 2. So it is valid and sign also same. Next question is 8th one. Tan inverse cos x minus sin x upon cos x plus sin x, and interval is given minus pi by 4 to 3 pi by 4. Okay, first of all we have already discussed in solve question that whenever cos given, divide by cos, so we can convert question into tan. When you divide numerator denominator by cos x, what you get? 1 minus tan upon 1 plus tan. Now in place of this one we will write pi by 4, because it is our conversion of formula only tan x. Now here 1 minus, on place of 1 tan pi by 4 tan x. Now tan inverse we have tan pi by 4 plus x, tan inverse cancel, answer is pi by 4 plus x. Now we have to check only the quadrant, minus pi by 4 less than x less than 3 pi by 4. So add pi by 4 in it. So this became 0, this became x plus pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 plus pi by 4. What you get? 3 pi by 4 plus pi by 4 is 4 pi by 4 means pi, and 0 to pi. We can write our question into that format. So we can convert our question into simplest form. So this is your 7 and 8 question. Now we start 9. and in that question interval is given mod x less than a. Okay, let's start with check. Here we have a square minus x square, so we can take assumption with sin or cos only. So here we have a square, so we will take assumption with a sin theta only. What is it? Tan inverse a sin theta upon under root a square minus, now a sin theta square, so a square sin square theta. Now what to do? Tan inverse a sin theta as it is, a square taken common, so out of root will be a, 1 minus sin square is cos square, and remove from root means cos. A cancel, tan inverse tan theta, sin upon cos means tan, so it is theta only. Now we have to convert x upon a equal to sin theta. So what is your theta? Sin inverse x upon a. So we are getting sin inverse x upon a. This is your answer. Now you have to check your interval. How can you check? Minus a less than x less than a. Now what to do? We have to convert it into theta. So minus a to a, and when you write for theta you have to convert it into x upon a format. So minus 1 less than x upon a less than 1, and for sine minus 1 to 1 means minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So what you get, that is the correct solution. Now here again same, you know, if you take assumption with tan, it is your tan 3 theta's formula only. So we can take assumption, we have tan 3 theta, and what you have to given interval minus a by root 3 to plus a by root 3, this one. So x equal to a tan theta, we will take assumption. What is it? Tan inverse 3 a square a tan theta minus a cube tan cube theta, because cube is given. Similar way a cube minus 3a square tan square theta. Now what is it? Tan inverse 3a cube, so take a cube common, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta. Similar way upon a cube common, 1 minus 3 tan square theta. A cube cancel, tan inverse tan 3 theta, tan inverse also cancel, 3 theta. Now here we can take x upon a equal to tan theta, so theta will be tan inverse x upon a. Now we can check our interval also. Minus a by root 3 less than x less than a by root 3, divide by a. So minus 1 by root 3 to x upon a, 1 by root 3, minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6. Minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 6 means what? When you multiply with 3, you get minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and that is only your range for tan and sine. So we can keep as it is. Now check both the question, how we have taken assumption. When any constant is given, only one change is there, assumption is same as your simple question, but that constant will be chosen with sine, cos, tan, whatever given. Now we have completed 10th question. Now we start 11th. Okay, 2 sine inverse half. First of all, sine inverse half, for which trigonometric value sine is half? Pi by 6. So we can write first 2 letters as it is, and here 2 into, we can write pi by 6. This way, pi by 3 you get. So tan inverse 2 cos, what is it? Pi by 3. Now you all know cos pi by 3 is again half. So half and 2 cancel, tan inverse 1 and tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. So simplest form is pi by 4. Your 12th question, 12th again method is same, tan half of sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square plus cos inverse 1 minus y square upon 1 plus y square. Now you tell me, sin inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square is your tan x formula only. We have already discussed what is it, 2 times, so 2 tan inverse x. Similarly, this is also your formula only for 2 tan inverse y. Now take 2 common and cancel with this half. So tan of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Now for that also we have formula tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Tan inverse cancel, so answer is x plus y upon 1 minus xy. This is only your answer. Now check 14th question. This is your 11th and 12th. Method is simple, only formula is applied, 2 is taken common and again the formula is applied. If you remember all the formulas which one we have discussed, it's very easy to solve all the questions of this exercise. Now your next question is 13. Sine of sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equal to 1. 14th question, sorry, 13 we have already discussed. 14th question, and last 15th also we will discuss. From 16 we will start on next class. So today we complete up till 15. See, in 14 and 15 both question you have to find the value of x, means you have to solve these two questions. So let's start with this. See, sin inverse, when sin became 1, sin x equal to 1, so we can easily check sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equal to sin pi by 2, because we already know it that sin pi by 2 is 1. Sin removed from both 1, so sin inverse 1 by 5 plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. You have one formula, sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. So if with sin 1 by 5, then with cos also definitely it will be 1 by 5. Then only you can say it will be pi by 2. So your answer is 1 by 5. Similar way, let's take here tan inverse. We apply first formula, x minus 2 plus x plus 1 upon x plus 2 upon 1 minus x minus 1, x minus 2, x plus 1, x plus 2 and equal to pi by 4, taking tan on both sides. So here when we take LCM, x minus 1, x plus 2 plus x plus 1, x minus 2. And what is the denominator? X square minus 4, because plus or minus given, and x square minus 1 equal to tan pi by 4. And what is your tan pi by 4? 1. Now let's open these brackets. So x square plus 2x minus x minus 2 plus x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. When you open these brackets, x square minus 4 minus x square plus 1 equal to 1. Now let's check it. Plus or minus 2x plus or minus x cancel. What is the remaining part? 2x square. 2 times x square. And minus 2 minus 4. In denominator x square cancel. Minus 3 equal to 1. What is it? 2x square minus 4 equal to minus 3. 2x square. Let's take 4 on this side. X square equal to half. So your x will be plus or minus 1 by root 2. But after getting plus or minus 1 by root 2, here you have to put up both the values. X equal to 1 by root 2 plus minus 1 by root 2 also. And if you get pi by 4 answer, then only your answer is correct. Otherwise not. So for today we completed 15th question, and from 16 we start in our next class. Thank you.